Welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing to this YouTube channel. Welcome once again. The headlines. See how Oba supporting Yoruba nation disgraced Tinubu publicly. So before we go into the details of this news, please don't forget to like this video channel. For those who have not subscribed, please do not forget to click on the red button and subscribe to this video channel. Thank you so much even as you do so. So let's go into the details. So a man came out, one of the Yoruba agitators. He said he was coming back from somewhere and he had to pass through Ibadan. And it was in a bus. And some certain people were complaining like they are tired of Nigeria. So before he started saying the story, he said this is not the time for the Obas in Nigeria, in the Yoruba land, to be carrying title on their head. This is not the time for them to be careful about their title. He said this is not the time for anybody, for any Yoruba king to start thinking about the title, but this is the time for them to stand up and fight for the Yoruba land. And this is the time for them to help the Yoruba people to be free from this bondage, from this slavery, from this suffering. He said if our Obas are still claiming to have titles, then they are still living in bondage, in slavery, despite their title. That no matter money you have in this Nigeria, you are still under the bondage of the Fînàlly terrorist, because they can come anytime and wipe out the person out. Even the president, they are not secured, because they're not kidnapping even men of high calibers. Not to talk of people that don't really have money. So he's calling out to the Obas, saying that it's time for them to forget about their title, forget about whatever they're collecting from the government, and begin to speak up for the Yoruba nation. And they should join the fight with Sunday Igboho, Adeyemo, and fight this fight with all of their strength in them. They should join people like Chief Banji Akintoye, people like Wale Adeniran. They should join them and work hand in hand. He said Nigerians are tired of Nigeria as a country. So when they were in that bus for a couple of hours, people were just discussing and it was quiet. He said most of them, they were students, were coming back from, I don't know where he said, from one place. That they were tired of Nigeria. They are tired of Nigeria. That what is really going on in Nigeria? Just look at the aspect of the ASU strike. For how many months now? More than 7 months. Students have been at home and the government have been quiet about it. And the Buhari government had the guts to say that after he's gone, after a few months, that we're going to miss him. What are we missing him for? Bad roads, poverty, prices of goods have skyrocketed. People are hungry, people are starving. If you go into all those little villages, you see people begging. Let's drop that aside for some seconds. Look at the insecurity. People that can even eat are insecure. People are being kidnapped and their families are being made to pay millions of nairas. In this same country that we have a government. What is really going on? He said Yorubas should get out of the bondage the Fulanis are making. Yorubas should get out of bondage. They should stand up and walk out of the slavery. That it is time. It is now or never. They don't get up now and election 2023 comes and anybody's voted into power. Then the real suffering begins. So it is time for the Yorubas to get up. It is now or never. He said the Fulanis are making use of our glory and giving our kings peanuts. The Fulanis now rule over us, even in our own land. They now rule. Whatever they say comes to pass. The making use of our own glory and giving our kings pendants. And our kings, I just don't know. I don't want to say any bad thing against any elder. But our kings need to stand up. According to this man, he said the kings need to stand up, forget their title, and stand up for their people. He said we're producing engineers, doctors, professors, lawyers every year for nothing. The Yorubas are known for their intelligence. They are a group of intelligent people. They produce lawyers, doctors, engineers every year. But these people that they produce, these professionals that they produce, don't have jobs. Can you imagine? After a student suffers, the parent suffers and takes the student to school, the child to school for how many years, pays for school fees. Some people spend like 3 million from, let's say, primary school to tertiary institution. 3 million, 4 million. That is for like the government, for federal government schools and state government schools. They come out of school and there are no jobs for them to, earn money for themselves, earn a living for themselves. What is going on? He said the Fulanis are keeping us under subjugation. And he said with the height of insecurity in Nigeria, not all those who go out to look for their daily bread comes back home. Not that they had any accident though. No. When they go out, some are kidnapped. Yeah, some are kidnapped. People have been kidnapped every day. So people, those guys missing, they don't even know where they don't know where they are. And they'll not keep asking for ransom. Not 100,000, not 200,000, no. 5 million, 10 million, 20 million. Where would these poor masses get that kind of money to pay for ransom from? The man said the land God has given unto us has almost been taken away by the Fulani terrorists. And he said if we don't speak up now, they will take it finally and we'll become slave even in our own land. If we don't have sense, if we don't rise up and begin to think wisely. He said the bus that he entered, that he boarded from, that the driver stopped at Ile-Ife. And the driver said that they needed to sleep in Ile-Ife because if they moved any further from Ile-Ife to Ile-Isha is a death trap. That the Fulani terrorists camp there and they rob, kill, and kidnap people there. And one surprising thing, one shocking thing is our government has been quiet about this. A land where we have government. A land where we claim we have a government. There's a particular place where Fulani terrorists are camped that you cannot pass there except you have tight security. He said the driver said that when a governor or a person of importance passes through that same road, they go with tight security, 15 police at the front, 15 police at the back, convoy of soldiers, and they pass there safely. But the common man, they still kidnap us. They still rob us, collect money, rape our girls. What is going on? Is it that we don't have a government any longer? This is the same reason why the Yorubas are saying enough is enough. Let us start going. We've overstayed our welcome in this land. He mentioned again that a lady was also in the bus. The lady who went for training in Kaduna was in the bus with them. She said in the training she went for, they were supposed to pick people, according to your merit. Pick people according to your merit. But when they ask you, what state are you from? And you be like, I'm from Oyo, I'm from Ogun State. When you mention any West, any Yoruba land state, you just say, go and sit down, Joe. That means they were discriminately picking people. She said they picked just three people from every of the Yoruba land. From Osun, from Ogun State, from Oyo State, from Kwara State. They picked only three candidates. And those from all those outside land, they picked all of them. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The Fulanis who cannot speak English very well, were all selected for the training. Why those who have spent years, their parents have wasted, they have not wasted money. Let's just say the parents spent huge amount of money training them in school. Now, for them to go for training now, the Fulanis are now handpicking them. Why? Not because they are not intelligent, not because they are not qualified for the training, but because of their ethnicity. What is going on? He said a male student also was in that bus, and he's a Yoruba boy. The boy said he took out some documents. He said he was not allowed into that training because he's a Yoruba person. Can you imagine? He said because he didn't have the connection, because he didn't know anybody in the Hausa land, he was not allowed for the training. What is going on? And these same Hausas will come to our land. They'll go to our primary school and secondary school for free. Because of the free education scheme by Obafemi Awolowo, people are coming into the western states, the Yoruba lands, and they are schooling for free. But we now to go there for I think a few months training, they are handpicking us. What is going on? The Yorubas, we've kept quiet for so long. This is time for us to stand up and speak against those people. This is time for us to leave their land. So this is their land, fine and good. Let us go. Let us leave it for them. What do you feel about what is happening? About how the Fulanis are terrorizing us? About how we are being kidnapped every day? About how we are being killed discriminately? About how when we go for training in this house's land, they don't pick us because of our race. What do you feel about this? I feel very angry. I don't know about you. Let me see your anger in the comment section. If you're a Yoruba person, I don't know. Let me just feel about what you feel about what is going on. Put it down in the comment section and let us talk about it together. Please don't forget to like this video channel. And for those who haven't subscribed, please click on the red button and subscribe to this video channel. Thank you so much for your time and thank you so much for listening. God bless.